Napoleon Bonaparte is one of history's most intriguing figures, known for his military genius and political acumen. Rising from modest beginnings, he became Emperor of the French and left an indelible mark on Europe and the world. However, his legacy is often clouded by a myriad of myths and misconceptions that distort our understanding of his life and achievements. In this video, we will delve into some of the most prevalent myths surrounding Napoleon, such as the idea that he was exceptionally short or that he was solely responsible for the wars that ravaged Europe. These misconceptions not only simplify a complex historical figure, but also overshadow his contributions to modern governance, law, and military strategy. Understanding these myths is crucial for anyone interested in history, as it allows us to appreciate the nuances of Napoleon's character and the era he influenced. By separating fact from fiction, we can gain a clearer perspective on how he shaped the course of history and why he remains a subject of fascination today. Join us as we unravel the truth behind Napoleon's not-so-short story and explore the realities of his life and legacy. Napoleon Bonaparte's journey began on the rugged island of Corsica, where he was born in 1769. Growing up in a family of minor nobility, his Corsican heritage played a significant role in shaping his identity. The island's fierce spirit of independence and resistance against foreign rule instilled in him a strong sense of nationalism and ambition. This background would later influence his leadership style and his vision for France. At the age of 9, Napoleon was sent to mainland France for his education, where he attended military school. This experience was pivotal in shaping his military strategies. He excelled in mathematics and artillery, subjects that would become cornerstones of his tactical approach. His education not only provided him with the skills necessary for warfare, but also exposed him to Enlightenment ideas which would inform his political philosophy. Key events in the late 18th century, such as the French Revolution, created a fertile ground for Napoleon's rise. His early military successes, particularly in Italy, showcased his innovative tactics and leadership abilities. By the time he returned to France, he had established a reputation as a formidable military leader, setting the stage for his eventual ascent to power as emperor. Understanding these formative years helps us appreciate the complexities of his character and the foundations of his future achievements. One of the most enduring myths about Napoleon Bonaparte is that he was exceptionally short. In reality, Napoleon stood at about 5 feet 6 inches tall, which was average for a Frenchman of his time. When compared to his contemporaries, many of whom were also of similar height, it becomes clear that the notion of him being short is largely exaggerated. This misconception was significantly fueled by British propaganda during the Napoleonic Wars. The British, eager to undermine Napoleon's image, often depicted him as a diminutive figure, using caricatures and satirical literature to reinforce this idea. Such portrayals were not just about his physical stature, they aimed to diminish his authority and portray him as a tyrant unworthy of respect. Additionally, the cultural context of height perceptions in the 19th century played a role in shaping this myth. During this period, taller individuals were often associated with strength and leadership, while shorter figures were viewed with skepticism. This societal bias contributed to the narrative that Napoleon, despite his significant achievements, was somehow less imposing due to his height. By debunking this myth, we can better appreciate the complexities of Napoleon's character and the strategic brilliance that defined his legacy, rather than reducing him to a mere stereotype. Napoleon Bonaparte is often celebrated as one of history's greatest military strategists, and his reputation is well deserved. His innovative tactics and strategic brilliance were evident in key battles such as Austerlitz, where he decisively defeated a larger coalition army, and the Battle of Jena-Auerstedt, which showcased his ability to outmaneuver and outthink his opponents. These victories not only solidified his power in Europe, but also demonstrated his mastery of battlefield tactics. One of Napoleon's most significant contributions to warfare was his use of the corps system, which allowed for greater flexibility and rapid movement of troops. This innovation enabled him to concentrate forces at critical points, often catching his enemies off guard. Additionally, he emphasized the importance of artillery, integrating it into his strategies in ways that had not been seen before, thus reshaping the dynamics of battle. However, misconceptions about his military failures often overshadow his successes. While campaigns like the disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812 are frequently cited as evidence of his incompetence, they were influenced by a combination of logistical challenges, harsh weather, and overextended supply lines, rather than a lack of strategic insight. By analysing both his triumphs and setbacks, we gain a more nuanced understanding of Napoleon's military genius and the complexities of his legacy in the annals of history. The Napoleonic Code, officially known as the Civil Code of 1804, is one of Napoleon Bonaparte's most enduring legacies. It was designed to unify and simplify the complex legal systems that existed in France at the time. The principles behind the Napoleonic Code emphasize clarity, equality before the law, and the protection of property rights. By establishing a coherent legal framework, it aimed to promote justice and eliminate feudal privileges, making the law accessible to all citizens. The influence of the Napoleonic Code extends far beyond France. Its principles inspired legal reforms in various countries, particularly in Europe and Latin America. Nations such as Italy, Spain, and Belgium adopted similar codes, while countries like Japan and Egypt looked to it as a model during their own legal transformations. This widespread adoption highlights the Code's role in shaping modern legal systems around the world. Despite its significance, the Napoleonic Code has faced criticism and misconceptions. Some argue that it reinforced patriarchal structures by limiting women's rights, but it is essential to recognize that it was a product of its time. While it did impose certain limitations, it also laid the groundwork for future legal advancements. By understanding the Napoleonic Code's principles and its global impact, we can appreciate its role in the evolution of contemporary legal systems. Napoleon Bonaparte's journey through exile significantly shaped his legacy and the course of European history. After his defeat in 1814, he was first exiled to the island of Elba, where he was allowed to maintain a semblance of power. However, his desire for control led to his dramatic escape in 1815, returning to France and reclaiming the throne for a brief period known as the 100 Days. This return sparked renewed conflict, culminating in his ultimate defeat at the Battle of Waterloo, after which he was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena. Napoleon's return had a profound impact on European politics, reigniting tensions among the major powers. His brief resurgence forced the Allies to unite against him, leading to a reconfiguration of political alliances and the eventual establishment of the Congress of Vienna, which aimed to restore stability in Europe after years of turmoil. Today, Napoleon's legacy is viewed through a more nuanced lens compared to his time. While he was often vilified as a tyrant and warmonger during his reign, modern perspectives recognize his contributions to legal and administrative reforms, as well as his role in shaping national identities. This duality in perception highlights the complexities of his character and the lasting influence he has had on both history and contemporary society. In this video, we explored the fascinating life of Napoleon Bonaparte, debunking several key myths and misconceptions that have surrounded his legacy. We discussed the popular belief that he was exceptionally short, revealing that he was actually of average height for his time. We also examined his military genius, highlighting his innovative strategies and the impact of his Napoleonic Code on modern legal systems. Additionally, we addressed the significance of his exiles and how they shaped both his legacy and European politics. Understanding historical figures like Napoleon accurately is crucial, as it allows us to appreciate their complexities and contributions without being clouded by myths. By separating fact from fiction, we gain a clearer perspective on how these individuals influenced the world we live in today. If you enjoyed this exploration of Napoleon's life and legacy, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content on history and other fascinating topics. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might also be interested in learning about the truths behind historical figures. Your support helps us continue to create informative and entertaining content. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.